Hello, hello, and welcome to Inklings with Irena, the weekly energy show connecting you to your intuitive guidance system. And today, I want to talk about when the heart hurts and the 5 A's that can help heal the heart. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller, and I'm an intuitive energy guide and an energy alchemist that has been guiding empaths and visionaries for over 2 decades in how to heal the hurts, how to notice and know where their energy ends and someone else's begins, and how to pay attention to these big feelings that come up. So it is my joy today to share with you the recipes, the special energy practices that I've been putting together for myself and my clients, because one of the big things that I noticed today is that I really have felt sad. And it's easy, right? At times to hide these feelings. Maybe you've come across people and asked them, like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm fine. Maybe they say, oh, yeah, I'm good, or it is what it is, all's good. And these phrases that pop up, it's kind of everyday vernacular, yes, but there's something else often that happens. We fall into this automative experience where we're not giving ourselves an opportunity to say hello to these big feelings that are popping up, to validate them. And what ends up happening is that if we try to ignore the feelings or stuff them down, is that they show up in other ways. It's kind of like, putting things underneath the bed or sweeping them underneath the rug. Eventually, we run out of room and it starts seeping out of the edges. And what happens is when these big feelings start to kind of overflow, it can show up as an upset stomach, a headache, or a pain in the back, a pain in the butt. It can show up in other ways too, sometimes even bigger. And that's why I've really wanted to take the time, both, it's kind of self-serving too for myself, because I wanted to do this practice and I thought, okay, I'm feeling this emotion. Number one, why am I feeling it? And part of it is, yes, I did take some time to watch the news this morning, which I tend to read news when I can versus watch it, because the visions of what I see sometimes really kind of hit right straight to the heart. And as an empath, I feel the pain and the hurt that other people might be experiencing, that they're going through. And let me know in the comments if you like to watch your news or read the news. I'm always curious how people kind of go about it, because I do feel that it's important that we stay informed and checked into our world. But as an empath, a big feeler, it's also necessary to say, okay, how can I be present and pay attention to what's going on without absorbing everybody else's feelings? And one of the first thing that I invite everybody to do, I'm going to jump into these 5 A's, is anchor. And you might be saying, okay, well, what does Irena mean by anchor? Well, a couple different things. The first thing is to plug in, tune into divine connection. And when we anchor, this could be done in a lot of different ways. It might be going outside and standing barefoot on the grass. It might be having a beautiful crystal on your desk, so when you get to work, there's a reminder that there's something bigger than you that you're looking to connect to. Essentially, you're connecting to the divine, connecting to God. Maybe it's lighting a candle when you start your day. Maybe it's saying a prayer. But the biggest thing that's so important is that we anchor, because without that anchor, without tuning in to divine energy and to universal energy, connecting with God, then what happens is we can lose hope pretty quickly. It can be very disparaging, and that's when those feelings of melancholy, can't say that, sadness, or just a lack of passion tend to kick in. So anchor, that's the first thing that makes a big difference. Connect with whatever reminds you of the universe, of God. The second thing to do is ask. We need to ask for guidance or ask for help. We have free will. So whether it's a friend who wants to drop off a meal and take care of you, let's say if you're having a rough time, or a neighbor, you need to borrow something. They have a wonderful long ladder to help you get lights up for the holidays. It's important that we ask. Friends and neighbors aren't always going to know when to help. I had an incredible conversation with a great friend the other day, and she was wondering why no one ever offers to help her. And another friend said to her, you come across as very, very strong. You don't seem like you need any help at all. Why would anyone offer help? How many of us, when we're saying, oh, I'm fine, it's all good, oh yeah, I can handle it, yeah, I got this. When we say that, people stop offering help and it becomes very challenging. We feel alone. So it's important to take the time to ask and say, yeah, you know what? I really could benefit from, a meal tonight, or from borrowing that long ladder that my neighbor has, rather than going out and trying to track one down. So asking is a big piece of it. We have to ask. We have free will. Our angels and guides can't step in to help unless it's extraneous circumstances. Then we need to ask. So then the next thing that I encourage people to do is allow. So we've anchored ourselves, we've connected to God, we have asked for help. Now there has to be an allowance, a softening of our hearts so that we can be open to receiving. Because how often, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to do this. There's moments in time where I'll be like, just give me an answer. I just need to know. Should I go left or should I go right? Should I invest in this course or should I not? What should I do, God? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And it's like, Irena, if you would just be quiet for a second, like not even a minute, but a second, I might be able to get a word in edgewise and actually answer your question. So we have to be willing to allow the answers to come. So we've got anchoring, we've got asking for help, we've got allowance, and then the next thing is awareness. So once we open to receive whatever is coming our way, it's important that we have a certain awareness. That means we're just paying attention. It's just, instead of, I don't know about you guys, but there have been times where I've woken up in the morning and I've asked for guidance or direction on something, and then by lunchtime I've forgotten that I even asked. So I stopped paying attention to any answers that might come my way. So it's important to write down our questions and to say, oh, okay, you know what? I am looking for guidance on, right now I'm looking at investing in another course. I love to learn, oh my goodness, and I love to continue to expand my awareness and knowledge and to be able to create these incredible practices for others out of what I've learned and what I've experienced in my life and with my clients. So, when we ask for that guidance, it's important to remember and then to be just on the lookout. Like, how will the guidance come? That awareness helps. Maybe it's through music. Maybe it's through an ad on, your screen somewhere, whether that's television or phone. But the answers do come. They always, always come. I 100% believe that. And then finally, action. And that's kind of like the secret magic ingredient that many of us forget. When we have this melancholy that sets in, or when there's this sadness, action is important. But it's also the fifth step. So these are a lot of steps I know that I'm giving you. But the thing is that when we start to move, when we take action, when we've received that guidance, we've allowed it to come in, when we have the awareness of, this is a direction we need to go in, we just don't sit on the couch and wait for everything to get better. We start to take action, even if that's in our thoughts, even if that's in messaging a friend and saying, hey, I'd love to hear your voice. I just needed to be around you today. You always light up the room and you help me see the upside of things. You remind me of the beauty in this world. These 5 A's make a difference because I tell you what, it's so important that we honor the feelings that are coming up. If nothing else, to say hello and to acknowledge those moments when we do feel sad or when we do feel joyous. So just to kind of sum that up really quickly, because I know it's a lot to digest, these 5 A's are going to help whenever these feelings get too big to handle. The first one is simply anchor. Anchor yourself in the divine, something that inspires you, reminds you that there's more to this world than what we see. Then ask. We have to ask. We have free will. Ask for guidance. Ask for help. The third one is allowance. Soften your heart and your mind to be open to receive the help and guidance that's coming your way. That might mean sitting just quietly for a few minutes. And then awareness. Just be aware, pay attention to what's coming across your radar. And then finally, action. Once you have that guidance, take that plan and take action on it. All right. So it's so wonderful to have you guys. Hello, Cindy. Yeah, definitely give me a shout out. Let me know too where you're watching from. I love to know. And it's so pretty to see the pictures of snow from some of my friends who are experiencing wonderful winter wonderlands. It's cold here where I am, but no snow. So if this brought up more questions for you than it did answers, please click the link above. Continue the conversation with me. I love to share these moments and know that you're not alone in your big feelings. They happen, obviously, to all of us, but it's easy to stuff them down and have, a stiff upper lip, chin up, keep powering through, you got this. But every now and then, it's good to just have a good cry, or it's good to just talk it out with someone. So thank you for being here and for lifting my spirits and brightening my day. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. All right, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye, guys. Lots of love.